Hi, this is Lieutenant Jason Hatten with Cobb County Fire and Emergency Services, and this is a day in the life of a lieutenant. Love the day, love the day. Hey look, I'm sweating again. So in the morning, when everybody else is checking off the rest of their engines and stuff, getting the apparatus, both the rescue and the engine, which are here at Station 26, both ALS units, while they're doing that, I come in here to the computer and get all of our staffing put in, so that way our roster will correlate with the calls that we're running out there in the field. So as you look right now on our screen, we've got all of our stuff set up where I'm riding seat on the engine, and we have Firefighter Bonds, who's the medic in charge on the engine. So he asked me to witness his drugs for him, which is what I'll do real quick here. There you go, Firefighter Bonds.
Thank you, sir.
And then I'll make sure to get all of our stuff put in our logbook for the rest of the day and schedule out our training that we have planned for the day, and we'll get started on some station duties. You know, morning chores, the fun stuff. This is what everybody wants to see. Everybody wants to see me doing bathroom stuff.
Father God, just be with us today, be with our families away from them, and just help us to help others. We pray in the Lord Jesus' name.
Good, man. Nicely job. Job done. Y'all cooked it? This is a team effort. You want both? A full dressing room, 2-3 inch, all that stuff. You know, however I just want to make sure we want to give y'all enough pressure as well. It's good for our training as well. Yeah. All right, we'll do that. We'll hook it up with both lines and call you in 1 second. Sounds good. They've got some new construction going on. It's a perfect opportunity for us to work along with the Fire Marshal's office. They want us to run a couple of tests on their standpipe system, building up pressures and make sure everything works properly and that we're getting the right flow pattern to each level of the building. It's also a great time high-rise work. So good opportunity for us to get some pumping done and get a couple of hose lines on the ground. So some good times working with the fire marshal's office. So what we'll do is while they're taking care of patient care, I try to keep up with all the information we can on the iPad here, and that way we can keep tabs on everything that goes on, so our reporting is as accurate as possible. And these guys are just going to bandage him up here real quick, get some vitals on him, and we'll head to the next one. Well, I'll be honest, I still think Cobb County is one of the best around, so it's an excellent place to work. We get lots of good equipment. As you can see, we're in the middle of swapping out back into our front line here from getting a PM done. The best engines, best equipment, best training, best officer cadre, best firefighters. So if you want to come and get some good experience and work with the best that you got in the state of Georgia, then Cobb County is definitely the place to be. So planning a day, especially like this time of year when it's so hot, a lot of our stuff goes around what the heat index is. With it being super hot in the afternoons, we try to get a lot of our stuff done first thing in the morning. I'm in charge of watching out for all 5 of the folks that are at the station, making sure that they keep up with their training hours that are state required, and kind of keeping a tab on that, adjusting our training accordingly to make sure we get those hours and that we get everything that we need to get done. But also we have daily tasks that are assigned to us, as well as different things that come down from the chiefs and other areas in the department that we have to help out, like we did with today, helping out the fire marshal's office. So we just kind of prioritize depending on the need and what's out there, and also keeping an eye on the weather, making sure these guys stay safe. So when you're looking at a scene, a lot of times you'll hear the saying that how the first line goes, so goes the fire. That goes on everything that we run, and when it comes to any kind of emergency that we're running, it's a matter of setting up the right plan in place so that the scene gets the optimal outcome. So my job as a lieutenant is coming off of the rig, making sure that we have everything set up in place, and that these guys have all the stuff that they are needed and they're provided with, to make sure that we can get an optimum outcome out of whatever situation we come across. So I'm Lieutenant Jason Hatten, Cobb County Fire and Emergency Services, and this has been a day in the life of a lieutenant. A little condensed today just because we have a high heat index of over 100 this afternoon. I want to make sure I get these guys back to the station, let them cool off a little bit as we get out there in the afternoon and start running a few more calls. But I appreciate y'all watching.